So hello, great meeting you today.
Nice to meet you.
And congrats on today's match. Today's match was easy compared to yesterday, at least. What happened yesterday?
Well, I don't like to say it was an easy match because it's maybe a little bit disrespectful to the opponent. I just feel like I played on a higher level, or maybe 2 levels higher than I had played on last night. So, last night it was the first match after an injury, coming to Dubai, not playing an event for over a month. The last one was Australian Open final. So, I was still training and trying to get in a fitter state so I would be able to play the best tennis. And I knew that I probably won't be 100%, coming into yesterday's match. And I was just hoping that as the match progresses or as the tournament progresses, I'm able to elevate the level, which happened already today. I was very close to my best, 6-2, 5-0, in less than an hour. I was playing very well, moving great. So a lot of positives to take from tonight, and hopefully take it on to the next challenge even better.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see you in the final. What do you think about playing in Dubai? What do you like about it?
What do we not like about Dubai? I mean, it's one of the best cities in the world, no doubt. One of the most important ones. It's been like that for over 10 years, but I feel like in the last 5 years, Dubai has grown so much, and it's such an important destination for sports, for tourism, for innovation, for everything. And so amazing restaurants, amazing beach time if you want to have a swim. So great climate all year round. And tennis players are always chasing the sun in a way. We are an outdoor summer sport. So training base here in Dubai is as good as it gets. So there's a lot of men and women tennis players residing in Dubai, training in Dubai. I was here a few months ago, just before I went to Australia for a few weeks. Training. So, I love Dubai, and people, it's very international. So people follow tennis, support tennis. It's a great atmosphere on the center court of the tournament that is very historic and very successful on the ATP Tour.
So now, 378 weeks as number one. What does it feel like not only to be number one, but also all those weeks? It's just amazing.
Well, I'm very grateful for the possibility to reach, that record of Steffi Graf that seemed unreachable, years ago. But when I surpassed Roger's record some time ago for 310 weeks, then I felt like, okay, if I'm healthy, if I keep playing well as a good consequence of that.
So you had it in your mind.
I did. I always. Of course, I consider myself a good student of the game. I respect all the greats, both men and women, that have paved the way for all of us, and of course, so I show great appreciation for that, and I'm still a little bit also surprised that I'm going this strong, at this age after many years. So I'm, trying to use as much as I can of that momentum and stay healthy and be playing my best everywhere I compete.
You don't think it's funny that you say at this age when you're only 35?
I know, but in tennis or sports terms, that's already quite old, even though I don't like to calculate or look at age in this way. But, after 30, you are already, everyone is retiring you, When is it going to retire? Okay, they're counting the days. But I
does that bother you? Actually, I wanted to ask you about that, the whole talk about retirement and all that.
No, not so much, to be honest. I feel good in my body, I feel good in my mind, in my heart. I still love this game. I have support of the family, close people in my life. I have a good team. And, I have big desire to still keep going. So, first I love the sport, and second, I really love the competition. I think it's important because, one thing is to love playing the sport for the sake of sport, but then also you need to have goals and professional dedication to the lifestyle of a tennis player that is very, very demanding. And it's the longest season in all sports.
But after achieving 22 Grand Slams, 378 weeks as number one, 93 ATP titles. What more do you aspire to achieve?
More wins, more tournaments, more weeks, more. Yeah, I mean,
break more records.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Make it even difficult for other people to.
Why not? I mean, look, I've been blessed with certainly with the talent, but also, you know, with the possibility to make history of the sport that gave me everything in my life. So I have to. The least I can do is try my best to the very last day.
Yeah.
And I am, you know, still going strong. I'm number one in the world, and I have no intention to stop now. Maybe when I'm not very high ranked, or when I lose maybe the drive. Maybe when I see that the young guys are kicking my butt a bit more, then maybe I'll slow down. But for now, I'm fine.
Okay, but in general, you're saying you're fine, and yes, you are definitely more than fine. You're doing great. Physically, you're doing great, and mentally as well, you're doing great. Now, I always look at you during the games, even when you're down. I mean, mentally, you are just there, and you make a comeback. How do you do that? If you want to give advice just for us, no, other tennis players.
It stays here in this room. Well, there is not one secret potion for that or formula. It's really a combination of different things. I feel it all starts, of course, with understanding your own personality, your character, who you are, what are your strengths, what are maybe your weaknesses, what are the things you have to work on. Everyone, in a way, reacts slightly differently to certain circumstances on the court, maybe under pressure. Some are maybe, you know, getting tight. Some are like just giving it all out. So it really depends. And I think it's a combination of things like, for example, the experience of being in that particular situation many, many times in my career. So the more I am there, the more comfortable I feel every next time. But at the same time, it's just this incredible willpower. I feel like is the key. You know, it's like you're not accepting a defeat. You're not accepting to fail. But it doesn't always work. You know, sometimes you fail, or you learn. I like that more than fail. But you know, I've been fortunate that majority of the times I've done good in those circumstances.
You've done very good. What do you think about the debate about who is the GOAT or the greatest player? What do you think about that, though? The whole comparison between you, Federer, and Nadal.
What do you think?
I have my personal favorite.
No, I mean,
who's your personal favorite?
There's my personal favorite. Yeah. There's one guy from Serbia. Look, first I have to say that I'm privileged really to be in this discussion. And people might think, you know, this is kind of fake modesty, but I really am, because, you know, just looking back at the beginnings and where I started and how I got to here, it's really an incredible journey and amazing story. And I will not, you know, say I am the best or he's the best or whatever. I'll let other people discuss that. I'm just going to try to be always the better version of myself, and be a better ambassador of the sport. Because in the end of the day, you have the responsibility that as a top player, as somebody that made a history of the sport, a lot of people follow you around the world. This is a very global sport, tennis, so you have responsibility to always also try to be a good ambassador of tennis and get more people, more kids involved to play. So that's something that moves me the most, I would say.
Thank you very much
for
your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.